I felt really alive and grounded just from this whole thing. I just came right into it, just feeling like, yeah, this is good. This is good. And then with the second song, I felt like I was just like pushing this toxic thoughts, negativity, like pushing it all out. And then I found myself like using my hands to like, I'm clearing my space, man. I'm clearing my space and, just my space. And then, gosh, I laid down that third song. I mean, I like to put my feet in a chair and lay down. My back hit the floor and it was just water, instantaneous waterworks, and kind of like Robin, but in a different way. I don't know why that song, there's something, maybe it's the time and it was around or being played the time when all of this was kind of starting up, and I was hearing it a lot and playing it a lot and loving it a lot. And I love that song, but it did like bring forth, which it needed to pull the weeds, man. It brought all that to the surface. And I just Gosh, and I haven't cried like that since I haven't had time to cry like that as this has happened and I had to deal. And I needed a good damn cry. And it just felt good to just let that out of my body. And then this was so cool as the song was going and I was hearing that 1,000 years, I've loved you for 1,000 years. It was like all of a sudden I saw myself dancing with myself like in this sunlit meadow. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've totally put myself in the Twilight movie. And that made me laugh. I mean, I didn't think about that until later when I was journaling, but and then I was like, seemed like my ancient soul self dancing with the self that I am now, saying, I love you and I have loved you for 1,000 years and we're in this together. I've got you. And we were like doing Ring Around the Rosies and there's like, stuff falling around. It was very lyrical and fun and playful. And then we're like doing chalk art and I got the doll and kind of like what Melinda was saying, I didn't mean to rewrite things. It was just sort of happening and it was so cool. And then we merged and then it was like, I love you for 1,000 years. And then you switched the song and it went to that I am. And I was like, oh, this is oh. And I had to sit up and I just didn't lay down for that. I just sat up, I grabbed a tissue, wiped my tears, and was like, I am. I just am. And I can go forward. I'm going to go forward from this space, from this place, from this now. And do this thing from then the best I can. And I'm going to fail and I'm going to fall, but I'm going to keep getting up and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to clear this mess. It might take me a year. But I saw myself in my house as the sanctuary that I want to make what I have now. And yeah, and just clear in my mind and clear in my space and just moving forward. And thank you guys. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Amber.